Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. In today's video, happy Halloween by the way, I will be unboxing the Halloween Tarot. I'm very excited for this Halloween themed deck. It looks so fun. I originally wanted to buy this last year, but for some reason this particular box set was out of stock and wasn't available for like the longest time. So I saw it was in stock this year, so I decided to pick it up. So this deck is by US Game Systems. It's published by them. I believe it's by Kipling West. Yeah, here we go. The artwork is by Kipling West and the guidebook is by Karen Lee. So look at that fun Halloween artwork. So it is a deck and guidebook set. That's why I wanted it. You can buy the cards separately. There's also a mini version that comes in a tin. So in the back, it says you don't have to wait until October 31st to jump into the festive, spooky world of Halloween. You can experience it all year round with Kipling West Halloween Tarot. The 78 card Halloween Tarot deck offers both the fun and the mystery of the holiday, monsters and other creepy creatures, eager trick-or-treaters, and the ubiquitous black cat. The minor arcana suits are pumpkins for pentacles, bats for swords, ghosts for cups, and imps for wands. Karen Lee's entertaining guide to the Halloween Tarot delves into the history, symbols, and traditions of All Hallows Eve, from the story of the jack-o'-lantern to the origins of trick-or-treating to finding your true love's name in apple peelings. So grab your Halloween Tarot deck and a pillowcase to hold all your treats you'll find along the way as you explore Halloween. So yes, so this thing did come shrink wrapped. I did take off the plastic, and then the deck inside, this here, inside the cards were also shrink wrapped. So you do get one of those big ass Celtic cross type foldouts, which I'm not gonna unfold because it's like so big, and I'm never gonna use this thing because I don't do the Celtic cross. So I'm just gonna put that back in the box, which actually I will put here next to my beautiful Halloween globe, which, by the way, is, look, it's so fun. There's bats in there. I love it. It's the best thing I've ever purchased for my room. Okay, so let's get into the guidebook first. So, okay, I already read this. It was in the back of the box. So it is black and white. It's actual paper and not weird waxy paper. So chapter 1 is the history of the Halloween. Then we have Halloween symbols and traditions. Then we have the Halloween Tarot. So we have an introduction. We have a history of Halloween, which is interesting. I'm not going to go into that. If you buy the deck, you can read it on your own time. Then we have something about trick-or-treating, ghosts and skeletons, witches and black cats. Then we have the Halloween Tarot. Okay, so we have reading the cards. So we have some layouts. We have 3 cards spread. Then we have the ancient Celtic cross method. And that's it. Okay. Okay, and then it goes into the majors. So what kind of information do we have? So we have, I think, a description. Yeah, a description of the card. And then more information about the Fool. Some symbology. We have divinatory meaning, so this must be upright, and then we have the reversed. Okay. I'm assuming we have the same thing for all the majors. So let's go into the minors and see what kind of information we have there. Okay, so it talks about the suit by itself. And then, let's see. So we have less information. And then we still have upright and reversed, which is great. So the amount of information really depends on the card. But yes. Okay. Good. This is a great guidebook, I think. So let's get into the cards. And then I will pick a card and read from the guidebook. So if you do buy the box set, it does come with the little white book also. I don't know if it's the same info. It looks like it's less info. I think it's just keywords. Yeah, it looks like less info. Okay. Okay, so these are the backs of the cards. So we have a title card. We have some information about suit. Okay, I'm just going to put those over here. Okay. The Fool. Then we have the Magician. High Priestess. She looks like she could be Dracula's wife. Oops. Ooh, Frankenstein's wife. As the Empress. Obviously, Frankenstein is the Emperor. The Hierophant is the Mummy. Love that. Then we have Dracula. So funny. The Chariot is a hearse. Love that. Love that so much. Driven by a pumpkin man. Pumpkin man. I love how there's a black cat in every single card so far. Typical strength card with a lion. We have the Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. We have Justice. We have the Hangman. We have Death. He's watering his pumpkin patch. I love that. Takes care of his pumpkins. Very responsible. Then we have Temperance, which I'm assuming is a witch. The Devil. I love this. Oh my god. That is funny. Not a typical devil card for sure. Then we have the Tower. Oh, look at the ghosts. They're so sad. Oh, he's so sad. We have the Star. Gargoyle. The Moon. Very, very typical for a Halloween deck with a werewolf. We have the Sun. Oh, so funny. Judgment. Rise, my children. And then we have the World. Love this. Okay, so we're going into the Pentacles first. I do love this ace. It's awesome. Two of Pentacles. Very traditional. Rider-Waite-Smith. 3. 4. Interesting. The 5 of Pentacles. Oh, the child dropped his candy and he's all sad. But Dad's like, let's go. It's cold out here. Trick-or-treating. Oh, I like this as a 6 of Pentacles. That's so fun. Then we have the 7. The 8. The 9. Oh my god, the 10. So funny. I love it. It's so cute. Page. We have the Knight. Even his horse is dressed up. The Queen. And the King. Love that. Okay, the ghosts. The ghosts are what again? Oh. Let's see. It says it on here. Okay, the ghosts are cups. Cups. Oh yeah. It's a cup. I didn't even realize. I do like the aces. The aces so far have been really nice. Oh, that's so cute. They're all celebrating together. Look at them. So adorable. Aw, the ghost looks so helpful and this person looks so miserable. Aw. They're all like, oh my god, it spilled over, but there's a bucket behind them. 6 of ghosts. They all have different things on their chests. Wonder what these 3 have, since their backs are to us. Oh, he's leaving them behind. They look all sad. Usually it's like cups behind him, but now it's like all these ghosts. I love it. I love this deck so much. It's so fun. I love whimsy things. I like how they're all lights. Then we have the page. Very traditional. I love how they still kept the fish, but the fish looks like its bones. Then we have the Knight, also on a horse. The Queen is a mermaid. And the King has a bunch of fish bones on him. Okay, so the bats are swords. Very cute. Look at the cat playing with his ball. The 3 of bats. This one's biting on the heart. 4 of bats. Very restful. 5 of bats. It seems like this person literally took all the candy from the child. The cat looks very angry. Then we have the 6 of bats. 7 of bats. The 8 of bats. 9 of bats. I like the cats here. Cat is so cute. We have the 10 of bats. Interesting. And we have the page. He has a ghost on his scarf. We have the Knight of Bats, also on a horse. Queen. Love the moth here. And then we have the King. Okay, last one. Imps. 4 wands. The 2. That's funny. We have the 3. Oops. And then the 4. Definitely celebrating. We have the 5. The 6. Look at all of them celebrating. They're so cute. Victory. We have the 7. The 8 of imps. Look at the 9. It's so cute. They're all like little doll looking things. Then we have the page. The knight. Oh, look at the sunflower. Queen. And lastly, the king. Love that. The imagery is so fun. So fun. I'm going to love using this deck, honestly. So cardstock is typical US games cardstock, which I love. Shuffles beautifully. Backs are reversible, as you can see, which is great. So I'm going to read this card. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we're going to read the Tower. This little easel thing comes in handy now. Okay, let's see. Oh, I just realized the Tower is what's on the box. Okay, so the Tower. In some ways, this is the darkest card in the tarot. Even the black cat's fur is on end. The Tower can represent a harsh, frightening experience that will end up liberating and enlightening you. It signals a turning point that will overthrow your belief systems and postures, whether you're ready or not. Echoing the traditional Tower card, this old haunted house, once known as the House of God, has been struck by lightning and is all aflame inside. From the looks of it, it might have been condemned even before the fire. The lightning, a brilliant glimpse of truth, destroys only what needs destroying in our lives. A condemned building, ghosts of our past, arrogance, false pride, selfish ambition, and thereby purifies what is good. As in the traditional Rider deck, the crown of the lofty pride or falsely earned power falls from the Tower, and falling droplets, Hebrew yods, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, signify spirit permitting matter. The Tower card reveals that you'll be given a chance to start over with a clean slate, a whole new foundation on which to build. While the process may seem sudden and catastrophic, it may have been the only way possible to begin anew. Like the mythic fire spirit salamander on the gate wall, you'll be able to live through the fire. So it does go deep into like symbology, not only the meaning, but also the symbology of like certain characters in the card, which I really like. And then divinatory meanings, which are upright, disaster or catastrophe that ends in enlightenment and liberation, a dramatic overthrow of some major aspect in your life, a shattering of false premises, humility. Reversed, the same overthrow as above, but less dramatic. I love that. So this is what I read. If it'll focus. There we go. And this is the rest that I read. Yeah, so I wasn't sure how to pronounce this. Yods, I don't know. No idea. And then divinatory in reversed. So yeah, I'm really going to enjoy this, I think. I'm already loving it so far. The imagery is fantastic. I feel also like it's very traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. So I feel like you can really you just use your intuition. You don't even need to like look into the imagery of the card. If you can and you have this book, you definitely can. I don't think the little white book goes into that kind of detail. Let me just see. For the Tower, no, it just only has upright meaning. So in the little white book, it just has the upright meaning. And that's it. So that's why I bought this box set instead of just getting just the cards by themselves, which you can get, because this book is actually very nice. It's a very nice book. How many pages? How many pages is this? It's 137. It's a 137 book. Pretty good. I think I purchased this for 40 Canadian, I believe. I don't know how much this retails for in the US. And US Games never puts their pricing on the box. So I'll leave links down below, as always, in the description box. In the description box. Obviously, they're not affiliated or sponsored, so yeah. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you have this deck? Is this something you'd pick up? How do you like the imagery? Love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Turn on that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it's greatly appreciated. And again, happy Halloween, and I hope that you have a great one. Bye.